our square metre rate, which we work a lot on, that's probably gone up about 25%. Our conversion rate's gone up. Our average dollar sales gone up. Our GP's gone up. And it comes down to back cost and knowing what your numbers and your figures are. Yeah, it's just had a huge impact for us.
So should we just jump in, team?
Yep.
So first off, can you introduce yourself and tell us the trade you're involved, the type of work you do, and what your team setup is?
Yep. Our business is called Ultrashield. We're based up in Auckland. We've been in business since 2010. We're a Kiwi owned. We started from scratch. And we basically do window tinting, glass protection, signage for residential and commercial. We have a team of 5. We have 2 full-time installers, a office manager, myself, and Sean.
Excellent. So let's bust it open. What was life like before you joined the Million Dollar Tradie program, and what were you looking to improve in your business?
For me, I was working 60 hours plus a week. I'm a very family man, and I wasn't getting home at night till late. I would come home, help Sean get the kids organised, and then I'll be back on my laptop keep working. I had the mindset of it has to be done today. We can't wait till tomorrow. And I had Sean in the background saying, you need to put that aside, you need to spend some quality time. And she was at me quite a bit. And I just tunnel vision. I just didn't take it in. If I did try and sort of relax or not do anything or chill out, I turn the TV on, I'll just block Sean out as well. So I was really pushing her aside a little bit, just because I had my own demons inside me. Yeah. And then probably I was speaking from Ollie from Helensville Glass one day actually, and he told me about Profitable Tradie. And I came home, I spoke to Sean, and I said, I need a game plan, and I think we need to have a look at this Profitable Tradie. And that's how it began, really.
So tell us, what are the biggest changes you've made?
Probably the biggest thing for me has been delegation, actually. We have a lady in our office called Sarah that I never really gave her any reins. And it was after the first boot camp that I attended, which was in July this year. And I saw the roadmap and I said, I need to make some changes, some serious changes. And I basically started giving her more work. And all of a sudden I had a mindset change. I actually, all this weight came off my shoulders and I could actually see the business and I could work on it instead of in it. So that was huge. And I think with that, we've got team meetings now. Sarah and I get together once a week, go through all the work, do all the back costing. It's just all systems in place that we never had. And then we have a management meeting once a week. So we just talk about other stuff in the business, the marketing, and it's actually having a game plan. And everyone's brought into it. And I think that's the biggest thing. We've really all brought into it. And to be honest, lockdown, I know it sounds strange, but that 5 weeks, we grew so much and we made so much progress. And this is probably why we're here today now, is because we had the time to work on it. And the great thing, we were Zooming our staff and having meetings and with this. And it the buy-in we had from them was huge. And we've just gone up. And it's such a good feeling, all of us.
Yeah, it's amazing how it forced, not lockdown's pain, but it forced us to actually just work on the business.
Yeah. Definitely,
yeah. Okay. So what other things have you changed? What other things have you improved?
Probably the biggest thing, Tony, is back costing. I can't probably say enough how good that is and how much you get out of it. Something I think is, but also the buy-in of the team meetings and the daily meetings I have with Sarah on a Monday and our management meeting on a Wednesday. And we're so far advanced. Our bookings are 3-4 weeks in advance, and we have a game plan. And I keep coming back to the word game plan is because now I have direction. And so if I'm not at work or Sean or Sarah can jump on, see what's happening. The guys know what's happening next week and the week after. There's everyone's taking responsibility, and something really small. Small. It's big for us. It's small thing. We're out having a drink one day with a friend, and we came up about Uber. And Uber, believe it or not, you can get parcels delivered under, long as it's under $100. So for our business, we have really signage and window tinting, and sometimes we need an extra piece of form at a job or something needs to be delivered. So I used to hop in my car, drive on out there, and deliver it. So with Uber, it costs you $20 to get a parcel delivered, pick up and delivered. That is like the $20 expense, with that $20, I think what's called. And we've used it 3 or 4 times. It's cost us $80. If you work backwards, it probably would have cost us about $500.
Yeah.
So it's those small changes that you can make, things that we've done, and that's come from just talking about things in group discussions. So yeah,
that's actually we'll talk about that in a minute, but that's a massive mindset shift, right?
100%. Yeah,
I love that.
I'm a person that I'm the only one can do it. I'm the best. And no one else can do what I can do. And I think that mindset change, thanks to Sean, is what's made me a better person, a better business operator, an owner. And also, even Sean's picked that up as well. So
that's so good. So let's talk about the results. What have been the results of the changes that you've made for you, for the business, and for your family?
Overall, I think I'm working 40 hours a week if I'm lucky. I'm also getting out and playing golf once a week with my mates and other business associates, which has been awesome. I think also too, our square meter rate, which we work a lot on, that's probably gone up about 25%, and that comes back to that costing. But also too, we used to have a minimal charge, and because we use Fergus, which works well for us, there's no such thing as minimal charge anymore. And I think our square meter rate, there's no way 8 months ago or 6 months ago, this has been a proper trade, that I think I could charge that amount and people would accept it. So what we find now is that with Sarah being involved so much more, she does all the follow-ups, she follows up the quotes, she's actually doing some of the quoting now, and our conversion rate's gone up, our average dollar sales gone up, our GP's gone up. It comes down to back cost and knowing what your numbers and your figures are. And it's just had a huge impact for us.
That's killer. Can you give us an indication of like how your margins have changed by actually digging into those numbers? Because I think that's a really important lesson for people. Yeah,
the reason that's changed is because basically with the back costing, I know exactly how much product we purchased, what our margins are, how much time the installer spent on the job, the travel time we get into the job, any variations that have come up on the job, and also if it's a commercial, residential, it's just all that information that gives us a really good feel. An example was we had a job the day we actually lost money on, and because we went through and researched what it was, it's Glenn had punched in the wrong time. So 2.5, he punched in 12.5 hours. So, but if we hadn't done the back costing, we would have never seen that. So it's those things there that really stands out for us.
100%. So what sort of margins are you able to hit now once you've done all that stuff compared to what you were doing?
Margins wise, we've probably gone from around about sort of low 30s. We're probably hitting sort of mid 40s now.
That's cool.
So
that's awesome.
Substantial.
Yeah. So Sean, I'd love to hear from you. How have these changes, what are the results been that you've noticed?
Well, the first thing I probably would go back to me doing the first boot camp on my own. So, and Ollie actually texted me and said, where's Jason? I said, it's a very good question. So he's had a massive change mindset. And I remember seeing a couple of other ladies there and their partners or husbands weren't involved. They're thinking, how do I get them in? Because they're actually the ones that need to be there, the change in mindset. So strategically, I actually emailed and spoke to Cam on the side. Jason didn't realise until we did the test run the other day. So because we're sort of investing so much, we're investing money and time, and yet he's just got this so focused on how it needs to be. So that was the first thing. Once Cam sort of interjected there, and we arranged phone calls and sort of meetings. But the second thing would be Sarah and I met up with Amelia Grace, and we looked at Fergus, and we thought this will be awesome. So we made a change, and when we made that change, we had to go away in the South Island for a week. So Sarah was just left there to do it all. So by the time Jace got back, he had no choice. It was Fergus all the way. So he was forced. If he got on his computer for an hour each day, he had to do Fergus, because that's how it was running. So all these little strategic things were actually quite timely. And then the third thing, he used to sort of stress and go, I need to go, I've got to go away for the weekend with the boys. I've got to get these quotes out. So I said to him, well, look, what's your best case, your worst case, your most likeliest case scenario? The best case is that they'll still be there on Monday. The worst case is they won't be, but the most likeliest case is that they still will be. So I think once you ask yourself those questions, it sort of just takes the pressure off. So he said he went through that and said, I'll do those on Monday, and he went away with the guys. So it's been a real mental challenge, but
that's huge.
Yeah,
huge. So let's jump in and talk about that as well. What are the mindset shifts that you've had to make?
Probably for me mainly is coming out of that delegating is the biggest thing, but getting rid of that tunnel vision, the tunnel visual thinking. And I think because I'm allowed to do that, I remember talking to Cam, and I said to Cam, he was at me about getting involved in that, and I said, Cam, until I get these things sorted and this weight lifted off me, I'm not going to be able to give it all. So since that weight came off just before lockdown, just the headspace that I've got, but also the family time. It's those little things, because our kids are growing up so fast, like everyone else's kids grow up so fast, and you miss that. And it's just having that time. It's just, time is so precious. Yeah. I know money is important to some people, but time and family, you're only here for a short time.
Yep.
And to have that mindset change, where I am now, how I feel about who I am, what my business is just so rewarding.
Yeah,
it's so rewarding.
Good. Yeah, there's two resources, time and money, and one's renewable and one's not.
Correct. Yeah.
So great stuff, team.